So first of all, two things. Before I go to the next, don't think of an elephant. Seriously. And there's a reason why Lakoff wrote a book that's titled that. When I say don't think of an elephant, what did you do?
I saw an elephant.
Not even saw an elephant, but whatever context you think an elephant belongs in. Some of you at the circus, a zoo, the savannah of Africa, right? Probably all of you thought of the elephant, but each of you probably had a different physical experience in your mind in where that elephant was and what it was doing. And that is physically present in your brain. It's not floating out there in the air. It's physically there and it's based on your life experience and all your own personal biases. That's really important. So if you think about issues you care about, I'm just going to put the images up there. So the sum of all those images probably evokes strong emotional reactions all. Now, why does that matter? Because every policy that you care about is based on a moral system. And that system is unconscious. It has to be. Why? Because you think with your brain. You have no choice. You can't think with the air. You can't think with your arm. You think with your brain. Your brain evolved to run a body. Therefore, your brain performs thousands and thousands of complex circuitry activations, neural impulses every second. And if you understood, if you were consciously able to access that moral system, you wouldn't be able to do anything else. Because it's so deeply embedded. Right? So your brain has to run these things unconsciously. Now, why does that matter to politics? Because that unconscious system needs to be made conscious if you're to change public discourse. Why? Again, if that moral system is unconscious and you need to make it conscious in your communications, it's important because every issue has a unified moral frame. We'll get to framing in a second. So each of those issues that you looked at, right? There was some basic value that you thought of, which is unconscious, and it unifies each of those issues. So you need to make that conscious and communicate it all the time. That's why conservatives win. Every issue they have can be boiled down to two things. Personal liberty and small government. What's the unifying progressive frame? There isn't one. There's a term for it, it's called hypocognition. Not hypocognition. Which means that there's been such an absence of activating that neural circuitry in the larger global, not in individuals, but collectively, that it doesn't exist anymore. The language, metaphors. I was working with Steve Doyle back a ways, and he said, I don't want to know all this, just give me a bumper sticker slogan. Seriously. And a lot of candidates feel that way. They don't want to know this. Just give me a bumper sticker. And I said, a bumper sticker will work because of hypocognition. A bumper sticker has to elicit a deep emotional tie to some really core value and belief. Progressives don't have that. There's a reason why Scott Walker's bumper sticker that says "Believe in Wisconsin" is so effective. Because it elicits an unconscious, emotional, and moral reaction. Progressives don't have that. We need to build it. Oh, yep.
Can you repeat what the conservative frame is? Small government and what?
Personal liberty.
Personal liberty.
Yep.
That one didn't make sense to me.
So today we begin learning how to think and communicate our moral system effectively and repeatedly. It doesn't mean you have to abandon your issues. It just means that you put your issue in the frame of the more important moral system.